Oh hey look! A MegamanXDive video contest! This looks like it could be fun. Maybe I should make a video. In fact, when was the last time I uploaded? Oh, that's when I last uploaded. Well, might as well kill two birds with one stone then. Make a video for the contest and make content for my channel. Hey everyone, it's Mayor Zane here, and I'm going to be doing the MegamanXDive video this time around, something I've never done before. So hopefully this will be fun. Stay tuned till the end because I got a lot of really fun stuff to show. You may be wondering why I decided to actually play MegamanXDive, and part of the reason was because they included the Mega Man Legends characters, such as Tron Bonne, Roll Casket, Mega Man Vault Nut, and Serverbot. In fact, Vault Nut has an alternate outfit, and Tron has two alternate outfits as well. So it's really cool that they included them, because I'm always hungry for more Mega Man Legends content. That being said, what really kept me playing and continuing were the Mavericks, the different boss fights that you had throughout the game. A lot of them are a whole lot of fun, and I really enjoyed a lot of their designs, and their boss fights can be quite challenging sometimes too. Unfortunately, most of the Mavericks that I want to play as aren't currently playable, like Chill Penguin for example. I would love to play as him. But at the very least, you can actually equip chips on some of your weapons with their special abilities to use them in battle, so that's pretty neat. You can also collect cards of different characters too, including a lot of ones that aren't currently in the game at the moment. However, there is one card of my favorite character that has eluded me. One card that I've been unable to obtain. I've been playing this game for months just to try to inch forward in progress to being able to get this card. But I'm still not even close to being able to get it. You may be wondering, Zane, who's this character and what is this card that you want? That character is none other than Storm Owl. I can imagine some of you thinking, really Zane? Storm Owl? Why? Well, I'm gonna tell you why. Not only does the design really click with me, but also probably helps the fact that I love bird characters, the fact that I find him to be a sympathetic character, the fact that he has some really cool wind attacks, and probably the fact that I follow an artist on Twitter who makes some really cute Storm Owl pictures. It's safe to say, I really love this guy. Back to Storm Owl's card. The good news is that there is a 100% guaranteed way of getting the card. The bad news is, it's the only way of getting the card. Allow for me to explain. In order to get Storm Owl's card, you need to have Research level 9 and be on player level 170 in order to be able to get his card. Now, allow me to further explain what all of that means. As I'm recording this right now, I'm on level 135. After you reach level 120, the objectives that give you free energy expire, meaning that it will take much longer to be able to level up. It takes 5 to 6 days just to gain a single level, and that's including the fact that I have the 30% experience bonus active for my guild. And doing the math, it will take me several months to be able to reach level 170 to even be able to research the Storm Owl card. As for Research level 9, it's not that bad, considering that I'm already on Research level 8 and I'm quickly making my way through it. I'm willing to bet I'll have Research level 9 far before I reach level 170. So it's for that reason, I would like to make a plea with the developers, considering that I know you're watching this as a part of the video contest. I am willing to give up any reward that I would get for participating in this contest, even if it's the first place prize. I am willing to give all that up if it means I can get the Storm Owl card. That is how dedicated I am to making sure that I can get this card. And honestly, and compared to the first place prize, the Storm Owl card really isn't worth that much. So, please hear my plea out, devs. What am I fighting for? This is what I'm fighting for. And for the sake of this video not being me complaining about the Storm Owl card for the entire time, as well as to hit some of the video requirements, we're going to be moving on to a little bit of live gameplay as well as my live reaction too, so I'll show you then, share some of the highlights, and it'll be good. And as a final note, if anybody knows of any fan games or hacks where Storm Owl would be a playable character, please let me know. I'd be extremely interested in checking it out. On to the gameplay. Starting the live gameplay out, here are some of my player details, just in case if any of you want to add me and so that the developers know where to drop off my Storm Owl card to. I really enjoyed the previous event that they had here of the New Year's event. I even actually did a special drawing both for the contest and both for my own personal enjoyment, so I'll be showing that here right now.
Anyways, there was also another part of the event that they had, which was something completely different. That included like a couple like different little stages as well as a boss fight, and the boss fight kind of featured like this dark chill penguin, and I couldn't help but think of like it being like evil chill penguin. There was this meme that was going around for a little bit where there was like an evil version of the character, and it was like the evil version just says the opposite of what the regular version would say. So I couldn't help but think of like evil chill penguin be like, I love fire, and Flame Mammoth is my best friend. So Colonel, he has a bonus here, so I figured, you know what, let's use Colonel. Why not? I don't see any reason why not. Let's just at least equip a card onto him. Okay, that'll work. This should be fun. Time to show some authority as the Colonel. You gotta show Stormell a good example, you know? You gotta show him why you're the leader, Colonel, so do what damage you can. I do love using the Frost Walrus sword. You know, again, he's part of the Reploid Force too, so it makes sense for Colonel to be using it. And, yep, that's what I expected. Oh well, at least that was fun while it lasted. Next thing that I'm going to be doing here will be to do a co-op stage. Again, I'm going to be using somebody normally not used, Magma Dragoon. Love you, buddy, because you're one of the few, you're the only one of the 8 bosses from the X games that's playable. The only one. So, let's use him. Oh, hello there, Blues. You're the lucky person who's going to be able to play with me today. Okay, use an X. But one of the characters that I can absolutely see being a whole lot of fun, and hear me out on this one, would be Vanishing Gungaroo from X7. He would be able to join the few characters who can summon Ride Armor, as he would be able to summon his unique Kangaroo Ride Armor, which would be really cool to be honest with you. I mean, just riding around in that thing, being able to smash everything at will, that sounds like a real fun time to me if you ask me. If any of you guys have any other like boss character ideas, you know, be sure to let me know. I'd love to hear it. I know a lot of my friends also suggested Stink Chameleon too being playable. He would be an excellent character as well, I think. Alright. Oh, X is dead. That's fine. I really enjoy, you know, playing as previously unplayable characters, and just having the chance to actually have fun and use some of their unique abilities that you otherwise would never be able to see. It's one of those things where probably one of the driving factors that I have of creating my characters and stuff is to maybe one day make a fan game or something like that where some of these like X-Mavericks would be legitimate playable characters. I think it would be unique and have a different perspective on things too. You know, just something to have a lot of fun with. Hey, you're not Storm Owl. What are you doing here, Boomer? Ah, shoot. Well, I did that to myself. That's okay. I have 467 continues, so it doesn't really matter that much. They hand continues in this game out like candy sometimes. It's ridiculous how many that they give you. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. Almost got him. Nice, we did it. Thanks for your help, Blues. Yeah, Magma Dragoon's cool. Okay, so one of the things I have to do per video requirement is actually talk a little bit about the new client update. So one of my favorite things about the new client update is the fact that you can actually replay the story to some of these stages. So there's actually a button here now that says replay scenario. I actually really appreciate that because otherwise you only get to see the story once and you're really not too sure how it ends up going. So, you know, just in case if you play through a stage and you decide to skip the story because Rico doesn't shut up, you can now actually replay it and actually get the story in full, just in case you missed it, want to see it again, or for any other reason at all. So I do certainly appreciate that being an option now. Now that that's done, let's do some PvP next, I say. Once again, going to be using an unusual character. I'm going to be using Dynamo. I will say one thing before I do get started. If I face Super Base or someone AFK, I'm not going to show it. Just because that's going to be boring, and Super Base is so overpowered you'll kill me anyway, so no reason to show it. Okay, X-Sky. Let's see if they're actually playing this them or if they're going to be AFK. Alright, here we go. Let's go. Okay, they're playing. Alright, I am going to be showing this then. Great. At least that means less effort on my part. Alright, get over here, X-Guy. Oh, shoot. Oh, dear. Okay, yeah, I can see this going poorly. I am once again showing my skills in PvP are non-existent, especially when I'm using Dynamo. But that's okay, he's a fun guy. And you know what? Not all fun characters to play as have to even be good. There are plenty of characters who aren't that good, that are just fun to play as. I think Dynamo fits that category. He has just a fun personality overall. Get over here. I almost defeated him once at least. Alright, come on, my pride demands that I at least knock him out once. Because otherwise, am I really a true gamer at that point? No. There we go, got him. Okay. Alright. You can finish me off now. I'm probably not gonna win this anyways. Get over here. Oh. Oh dear. Yep, that's about what I expected. Black Zero. Again, if you're actually here, I'll probably at least show this fight. At least this is what might be interesting. You're expecting a challenge, but instead you got me, Dynamo. That's the energy Dynamo gives off to me. I love it. I really do love it. Alright, here we go. Yep, okay, he's here. So I'm going to be showing this. That's good. Alright, only 3 fights. So that works for me. Get over here, Black Zero. I got the spirit of... Oh, Cross Force. Cross Force, you failed me. How could you? Alright, come on. Get rid of that. There we go. Okay, got him. I'm nearly dead, but that's okay. If I can at least land some hits with my special, it might be worth it. Go. Okay, I did. Okay, things aren't looking terrible. I might be able to salvage this. You never know. It might be worth it. But I gotta get rid of the shield first. Okay, got him. Only have half health, but I might be able to pull this off. I don't know. There we go. Okay, come on. Can I do it? Nope. Well, that was a close match. That was a fun one, though. Well, hey, not all battles can end in victory, so that's alright. So before I get to the final part of the video, there is one last thing I do actually want to talk about, and that's one night I actually had a dream that I was playing Ape Escape Million Monkeys, and for some reason, Cyber Peacock was a playable character in there. Now you may be thinking, well, that's a really random game series to have Cyber Peacock appear in, but actually, because the game actually takes place in a virtual world, it's explicitly stated that a couple of times throughout the story, it actually makes a little bit of sense that Cyber Peacock would end up there of all places. That being said, with him actually being a playable character, he had an expanded moveset which included claws similar to that of Jung Hae, and it was actually a whole lot of fun to play as him. So, for that reason, I actually have a bit of a proposal for the devs. If they're looking for a story for Cyber Peacock to become playable, I say, for that, we need a Cyber Peacock redemption arc. We need to redeem him, and what's the best way of doing that? By having him declare war against AI art and NFTs. Ugly things must perish, as he say, so those things must indeed perish, because they're sucking up all of the power on his network. Make it happen, devs. I'm guaranteed it'll be a great story.
If you've been watching up to this point, let me give you my most sincere thank you. I greatly appreciate you watching up to this point. But now, we're going to get to some really cool stuff. As some of you may know, I was trying to think of the best way to present my new characters for a new series that I've been wanting to do, and I think I found the best way of doing it. I commissioned my friend Brace to do comics for my characters along with some of the X-Mavericks, and I really think they turned out amazing. She did a phenomenal job with these comics, so I can't wait to share these with you as well. Link to their Twitter in the description below. Yo, Flair! How's the steaks coming along? Gustav, please, you can't rush a good steak. Lucky for you, they're nearly finished. Ah, so you say. That steak sounds horrid. Nearly done, he says. Next he'll tell me the surface of the sun is run cold. I'll just go out. Oh, and it'll go great with the sides I have planned. Don't forget our guest. Gah! Flare! My, those steaks look deliciously prepared. Just as you asked, and I have more set on the table. I forgot about how much I absolutely love this first comic here. Just how funny it is and cute it is with Flare Phoenix cooking for Blaze Heatnix and the relationship that he has with Z, who is mortified over these overcooked steaks. I just think it's so funny. That being said, I do apologize that I'm the one doing the voiceovers here. I would love to actually give this comic proper voice actors and stuff. If anybody's interested in doing it, I would absolutely be willing to pay for it. So please let me know if you'll be interested in voicing this comic or any of the future comics from here on out. That being said, Heatnix and Flare are absolutely adorable here, especially in the last panel. Seriously, protect those smiles.
This isn't anything we can't handle.
Hey chill, haven't used the tag power before? Nah, what's that? A tag power is when two commanders use their powers together. The better the bond, the more powerful it is. Well, let's figure out what our tag power can do. Let's see what we're capable of. Their tag power! It's too powerful, they're gonna turn everything into snow! Ah man, another good one. This one's more based on the fact that my character Frost Penguin is based on the Advance Wars by Web faction Cobalt Ice, so I figured it would be really fun to have a comic where he uses the tag power with Chill Penguin, who I've had art pieces before depict them being good friends together, and I think it's a really fun friendship to have, you know, two different ice commanders working together. Also, the example for the good tag power is Storm Owl and Storm Eagle, and the example of the bad tag power is Chill Penguin and Flame Mammoth.
An excellent combination.
I can't believe this. 3D, fine, that's in my element, but 2D? I'm not used to all this jumping around, I'm going to end up hurling. Hopefully I end up out of this Forsaken level soon and me and the guys can get a higher paying mission. I need to work out. What? You gotta be kidding me, right? And here I thought I was doing so good. Z, what are you doing? You're making us look like idiots! So that is your leader? Yes, unfortunately. I didn't want to say anything, but even my analysis didn't give him a score. Considering that Gustaff-Z is inspired by Mega Man Legends, which is a 3D game, this comic asks the question of what it would be like if you put a character from a 3D environment into a 2D environment like Mega Man X. And I have to say, I think the results are hilarious. Also, notice how Gustaff-Z jumps. He doesn't wall jump like the other Mega Man X characters, he wall jumps how you would in like Super Mario 64.
Hey, I can do better! I swear!
Ah, how do you like this? Your pathetic whisk can barely make a scorch on my armor. Haha! And your little snowflakes can't make a single dent on my raptorials. You'll regret that. Face it, you losers can't do a single thing to me. Give up! No matter what you do, you can't break me down. Yeah, no! You'll always have a weakness for hugs. Cease! Release me at once, Steven! Ah, Blazing Mantis' weakness. You know, each of the X-bosses have weaknesses of their own. It's just for Blazing Mantis, I thought him being hugged would be a really funny weakness. He always marked me as the kind of guy who doesn't like to be touched, so the fact that his weakness would be hugs, I think just makes it all the more hilarious.
You won't escape my prehensile grasp!
You'll regret messing with me.
You think these Sky Pirates will let up? Gustav, we have no time for idle pondering. Don't let up the attack. Seriously, if you're going to complain, I could have easily asked anyone else on the Reploid Force for help. Why beg for work and then complain about it? At least put in the work. Kaka! The time is now! Don't give him a moment! Deal the final blow! I better bulk up for the fight ahead of me. Kaka! Storm Owl, help! Stop! I should have been out there. The boss is gonna kill me! Boss, help! All of our airships were shot down. Could you pick us up? You're so unfocused. The least you could have done was stick beside me. Well, thanks for saving me, Storm. Storm Owl! Now let's head back to headquarters and make our report. And if you're curious as to what Stormowl's report says, Gustaff-Z struggled a lot with this mission, but I see his drive and potential, and I believe he will make a great addition to our ranks. I actually think that is a really wonderful way of ending the comic, because you might have thought Stormowl's being a little bit harsh on Z here, but it's more because he really cares about him and he really sees a lot of potential in him and he just wants to be able to bring it out. And hey, at the end there, it seems like Z might be hanging out with the Reploid Force a bit.
Phew! I wasn't sure I was gonna make it out of that one.
And with that, those are the comics. I greatly enjoyed working with Brace to make these comics happen because they were just so enjoyable and they were just so funny. That being said, I haven't featured one of my other characters, Glistening Vulture, yet, so she might be appearing in the comic down the line. I really hope that you enjoyed the comics because there certainly might be more coming in the future. That being said, there is one other thing that I wanted to show, and I saved the best thing for last, I think. I commissioned a 3D model to be made of Flare Phoenix. I commissioned Mecha Turrico to do it, and the results are incredible. Link to their Twitter in the description below as well.
Show you how to burn. Burn face. Tell me if you really wanna roll this. It's on this time and more. So you know just what to do. It's right. Way out. Going too far. Can't stop now. So let me know you feel it too. When the fire gets
When I first saw this 3D model, I was absolutely floored by the results. I never thought Flare Phoenix could look so cool. But the results speak for themselves. I am beyond happy with how this 3D model turned out. So much so that I commissioned a custom plush of Flare Phoenix. Yes, this is an actual plush that I got of Flare Phoenix that was made by Bespoke Plush. And once again, the details on this plush are absolutely impeccable. Like, this is super impressive for a plush of a character. Like, they even got all the details on the back, with his jacket, with his wings and stuff. Like, it's all so well done, and I couldn't be happier with how Flare looks and how cool he is. It's worth mentioning too, I'm probably going to be getting a Blazing Mantis plush made because I like the Flare Phoenix plush so much too. And with that, we reached the end of the video. Now, I didn't make this video just entirely to enter the contest and all that, but I also made it as a bit of a way to let you guys as to know what's been going on. I've been finding other avenues to pursue my creative talents into, and although I do want to go back and actually finish the previous series and all that to make sure it at least gets a proper ending, this is where I've been putting a lot of my energy into, it seems, as I really want to develop these characters, develop these stories, and eventually pursue something completely new. So I really hope that you understand where I'm coming from and what I really would love to do with these characters and the potential with them, and I hope you'll be along for the ride too if you decide to be a part of it. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I hope to see you next time.